Normally we equate Volvo station wagons with safety, upright stayed practicality, family values, and possibly boredom. But today that's not the case. We've gathered 3 extremely rare boxes from Sweden that cater to a very, very thin slice of the automotive enthusiast. I'm here with Paul Novotny, who is one of the finest jazz bass players in Canada, but he's also a Volvo station wagon enthusiast. So Paul, tell me about your car here. What is this?
It's a 2004 V70R, which is a very rare car. My understanding is, less than 50 came into the country back in 2004 with the manual transmission. Right. The stock version came with 300 horsepower, but it's about 370 horsepower now.
This is JARVIS, and he is also one of the finest bass players in Canada, and he also owns a very rare station wagon.
Well, I have a 2006 V70R. I love the performance, I love the comfort. And it's fun to drive, and it's a great looking vehicle.
Yeah, I think these things stand up. Volvo is running with purely 2-liter engines now, and the one in the Polestar is both supercharged and turbocharged, and it makes 367 horsepower and 347 foot-pounds of torque, which is a lot for a little 2-liter engine. The all-wheel drive system is a Borg-Warner. It's about 65% rear biased, and this car also has Öhlins adaptable shock. So it's quite a little raucous beast, and it handles really, really well. So, what do you think of this thing? How does it feel to you?
I very much like it.
Yeah?
It's, a car that if I all of a sudden wouldn't be driving my V70R, this would be the car that I would want to replace it with. It's got the same aggressive personality. I can't believe that the kind of pull this car has comes from 4-cylinder. Like my car, it just feels very tight. The chassis is beautiful. Of course, I love the manual transmission of my 2004.
Right.
And that is something that, as much as these paddles do the job inhumanly fast, there is just something about driving a car with a manual transmission that engages you very deeply.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
It's fast, eh?
It's really good.
Yeah.
And it shuts off by itself. It's a friend of the environment too. Those Swedes.
Sure drives nice. The thing that I noticed about this compared to the 2017 V60 is that this feels more like a fast grand touring car. Right. Whereas that V60 Polestar is sort of like a raucous little, almost like a rally car. Well, it's amazing. So this is basically 10 years gap between this car and the Polestar.
Yeah.
And it's quite different. And yet it's very similar. So there you have it. We've compared the new to the old of the performance Volvo station wagons, and we actually have some Swedish weather here, so all is good. For Driving.ca, I'm Peter BLEAKNEY.